Hi, this is JJ DiGeronimo, the president of Advancing Women in STEM and Tech Savvy Women, and today I'm here with Mike Steele. He's the International Association for STEM Leader award winner of the High School STEM Leadership Award. Hi, Mike. Tell us a little bit about your school.
Hi, thank you, JJ, and thank you for having me. Stratford High School is a STEM high school, grades 9 through 12, that is in the East Nashville area, Nashville, Tennessee. It's a very historic high school dating back to the 1960s. Right now, we currently have about 800 students, and we started STEM implementation. Here, we just completed our 4th year.
That's excellent. Can you tell us a little bit about some of your greatest successes to date?
Well, the greatest successes to date are around our student achievement. This year, we just got our data back from the state this year, and we've gone up more than 2 points in growth. Our ACT score and the number of students going to college, applying and being qualified to go to college is up drastically, and we just got data back recently that we went from having $380,000 in scholarship money to nearly $5 million of scholarship money for students to go to college within a 4-year time span.
Wow. And Mike, what do you really think is your differentiator from a few years ago?
The difference is, I will acknowledge, is new leadership with a vision for having a team spirit in the school and identifying talent in the school, identifying leaders and helping develop those leaders in the school, loving the students and holding them accountable, and convincing them that there are no excuses about where they come from or their background as far as their effort goes. We will work with them socially and emotionally on anything that they need. But as far as their effort, when they're here with us, there are no excuses, and they've responded fantastically.
Oh, isn't it great just setting that level of expectation? What was one of the biggest challenges you really had to overcome to getting to this point?
Biggest challenge that I had when I became the principal 4 years ago was that probably half the staff did not believe that students that are a Title I school that has mostly students that are on free and reduced lunch could do this kind of work. They could handle the rigors that we were going to expect from our students, and their lack of understanding of how young people learn was shocking to me. So honestly, I struggled with having team members on my team that believed in these children, and for most of them, they moved on to a different team, and we've got team members now that believe in all children and believe that all children can learn, and that's been the major impact.
That is really incredible, and such great advice for so many of your peers across the country that sometimes you just have to reshuffle the deck and get more people involved with similar vision. So what is STEM certification going to do for your programs?
Well, STEM certification is a much needed educational system, especially for STEM schools, because I think a lot of people are out there saying they have a STEM school and they're just offering a few different science or engineering classes here and there. But STEM education is not about offering particular classes. STEM education is a way of doing business, and we are STEM wall to wall, encouraging minorities and young and women to go into engineering fields and those kind of things. It's not just a couple of classes that we offer. And I think that the certification is going to be extremely helpful for schools to be able to contact us and say, we want you to come and see if we meet the qualifications as a STEM school, because I think it's like anything else. You start something and you have this great passion for it, and it's really, really awesome. But if it's not done well with integrity, then it gets muddy. The water gets muddy, and we don't want that to happen.
That's an excellent point. Music to my ears, Women in STEM. So what is the High School STEM Leadership Award going to do for you and for your community?
My boss told me when he hired me that he wanted me to be the best STEM leader there was, and so the first thing I did is I looked up STEM leaders, STEM certifications. I went to Washington. I tried to do conferences, and what I found out over about a 2-year period is that there was nothing out there that really kind of defined what this meant. So I was having a hard time becoming what he wanted me to become because I didn't know what it was. So to be recognized for this by what I consider is a highly qualified group of individuals who selected me for this is very meaningful to me, but it also makes me very, very proud of my team. There's no way I could have done this alone. It's definitely been a team effort. East Nashville, if you've ever been to Nashville, you have to come visit East Nashville. It is such a wonderful, quaint, community with little restaurants and shops and beautiful homes. And it wasn't always that way because this particular school was one of the worst performing schools in the state. And so the real estate market dipped big time. But when this school started turning around, you can see brand new houses being built right across the street, and you can see a renaissance of the East Nashville area. And so we're very proud, the community is very proud that I was recognized, but it really should be going to the whole community and to the whole school.
Well, I'm sure it is, and I really appreciate this time, and it's so exciting to capture your accomplishments. So thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.